Parameters of a projectile. Here, parameters of a projectile means when the body is projected with some velocity, making an angle theta with the horizontal, then what are the values we can get? What are the measurements we can take from that? That is, those are the called as parameters of that motion. Here, the body is traveling from its point to the another point in the two-dimensional motion with making an angle theta with the horizontal, means a body is traveling between the x and y axis in the coordinate axis. Then here the values we can take that the body is reached to the maximum height, and as well as the time taken further to reach the maximum height of a body in a projectile motion, and the total time of motion in the air of a body is called time of flight, and the horizontal distance travelled by a particle is called as its range. So here the maximum height attained and the time of ascent and the time of flight and horizontal range are called as parameters of projectile. Once again, when the body is projected with some angle theta with the horizontal with initial velocity u, and it's whenever we are taking the values, what the values we can get, what the values we can measure, those are the parameters of that motion. Here the body is in projectile motion. During this projectile motion, the values we can get that whenever the body is reached to its maximum height, and as well as the time taken to reach the maximum height, and the time taken for the total time of motion, the total time of motion to be in air by the particle or an object, and the horizontal distance travelled by a body or object is called horizontal range. Here the maximum height, time of ascent, time of flight, horizontal range are called parameters of a projectile. Parameters of a projectile. Here we are going to take that the first one is the first one of the parameters of a projectile in that is a maximum height. Maximum height. Here, what is meant by the maximum height? Simply we can say that the distance, the maximum vertical distance achieved by the particle is called a maximum height. Means the body has reached to its sum of the point. This is the maximum distance that particle can vertical distance, means this is the vertical distance. This is the vertical distance, so achieved by the object or the particle is considered as a maximum height. Or the vertical height reached by the projectile, the vertical height reached by the projectile when its vertical component of velocity, when its vertical component of its velocity becomes 0. Means here the body whenever reached to the maximum height, the velocity becomes 0, vertical velocity becomes 0, but its acceleration is not 0. During the projectile motion, whenever the body is reached to its maximum height, not only in projectile motion, whenever it is reaching whenever the body is projected vertically upwards also, in linear motion also, whenever it reaches to the maximum height, the velocity becomes 0, but acceleration does not 0. Acceleration due to gravity, due to the influence of the gravity, the body will reach to the ground. So that's why acceleration due to gravity is not 0, only the velocity becomes 0. Acceleration not 0. So the vertical height reached by the particle when the component, the vertical component of its velocity becomes 0 is called maximum height. Maximum height means its vertical components are called as uy, that is u sin theta, and here the velocity, final velocity becomes 0. Here we are taking the values, its initial velocity, vertical initial velocity, vertical velocity u is equal to uy is equal to u sin theta. Uy is equal to u sin theta is the vertical velocity, and its final velocity. Final velocity means whenever it reaches to the maximum height, that v becomes 0, Whenever it reaches to the maximum height, the final velocity becomes 0, and its displacement will be s is equal to h maximum. It reaches to the maximum height, so that's why we can take that is a displacement s is equal to h maximum, s is equal to h maximum. And acceleration due to gravity, a is equal to minus g because of upward journey, So here it is that a is equal to minus g. Here we got the values for u and v and a and s. So from equation of kinematical equation of motion, third kinematic from equation of motion, that is a v square minus u square is equal to 2as. We are substituting these total values in the equation, then we can get, substituting all the values, then v is equal to 0, we know that 0 square, minus u is equal to, we know that u sin theta, so it will become u square sin square theta, that is equal to 2 into a is equal to minus g, and s is equal to h maximum. The h maximum means that is a maximum height. So we just need the value for the h maximum. So that's why we are writing that minus u square sin square theta is equal to minus 2g h maximum. That is minus get cancelled whenever the h maximum taken to this side. Then h maximum, which is equal to, whenever the 2g taken this side, it will become a denominator. So that's why u square sin square theta by 2g. That is a maximum height, means h maximum is equal to u square sin square theta by 2g. This is the equation for maximum height. This is one of the parameter for the projectile motion. Once again, when the body is projected with initial with velocity with u making an angle theta with the horizontal, and after reach some time of interval t, the body reaches to its maximum height, means its velocity, final velocity becomes 0. Its vertical displacement, vertical velocity will be, whenever we take the components of this initial velocity, the uy be the vertical component and ux be the horizontal component. The body we are taking that whenever it reaches to the maximum height, the vertical component we are taking. So here that uy is equal to u sin theta be its initial velocity, and here the final velocity, whenever after reaching the maximum height, the final velocity v is equal to 0, because of, we know that the definition of maximum height will be the vertical height reached by the projectile, when the vertical component of its velocity, becomes 0. Vertical component of its velocity becomes 0 is called a maximum height. So that's why that's final velocity will be 0, and a displacement will be h maximum. And acceleration due to gravity, the body is projected opposite to the acceleration due to gravity, means that is the upward motion. So that's why a is equal to acceleration due to gravity, a is equal to minus g because of the upward motion. So these total values are we are substituting in the equation of motion, that is kinematical equation of motion, that is v square minus u square is equal to 2as. So by substituting the values, we can get that h maximum is equal to u square sin square theta by 2g. This is the one of the parameter we can take whenever during the projectile motion. The second one is time of ascent. The time of ascent means it is denoted with t suffix a. Time of ascent means here the time taken by the body to reach its maximum height. The time taken by the projectile to reach its maximum height. Taken by the projectile to reach its maximum height. To reach it maximum height is considered as a time of ascent. All we know that is initial velocity. That is u is equal to, here that the time of ascent means uy is equal to u sin theta as well as we know the time of ascent means the vertical traveling, because the body is reaching to maximum height. So again final velocity, the final velocity v is equal to 0, and as well as in upward motion, so that's why acceleration due to gravity, during its upward motion, so that's why a is equal to minus g, upward motion, upward journey. So here it is that from the equation of kinematical equation of motion, the time of ascent means the time taken to reach the ground, so that's why reach the maximum height, so that's why time is t is equal to, we are substituting that t suffix a, time of ascent, so that's why from substituting values in a equation of motion, that is equation of motion means that is v is equal to u plus at. The first equation of motion, the relation between the time and velocity, it is considered as the time velocity relation, velocity time relation. So that's why here we are substituting that v is equal to 0, we know that, and u is equal to, u means u by the vertical velocity, that is u sin theta, and minus g into t suffix a, because of a is equal to g, acceleration due to gravity is equal to g due to the upward motion, and time t is equal to ta, time of ascent. So whenever this u sin theta taken this side, it will become negative minus u sin theta, that is equal to minus gta. Either if we don't want to write that, then we can write that here, that is if the gta taken to this side also, we can get that gta, that is equal to u sin theta minus gta taken to this side, whenever it becomes plus, though ta is equal to u sin theta by g. Whenever tg taken to this side, then it will become denominator, that will be the time of ascent. Time of ascent means the time taken by the body to reach the time taken by the projectile to reach its maximum height. The maximum height means here whenever it reaches to the maximum, it is projected vertical velocity, so that's why vertical velocity will be u by, that is equal to u sin theta, and as well as the final velocity v is equal to, whenever after reaching the maximum height, the velocity becomes 0, and acceleration due to gravity during its upward motion, that is the acceleration due to gravity, a is equal to minus g, and as well as here the time taken to reach the maximum height, time t is equal to ta, time of ascent. Then substituting these two total values in the equation of motion, that is v is equal to u plus at, then from that equation we can get that ta, after calculation, ta is equal to, time of ascent is equal to u sin theta by g, This is about the two parameters of a projectile. The next one, the time of flight. The time of flight means the total time of motion of a body in air, the total time taken by the body in air, the total time of motion in air, of a body is called a time of flight. Means here the body has travelled from one point to the, whenever it is projected from point to the and reached to the another point, means that during this total journey, means upward journey and vertical journey and downward journey, the total displacement, vertical displacement will be 0. Means the body has reached to the same, according to the vertical position, the body has reached to the same point. So that's why the vertical displacement will be 0. Here it is that the total time taken, the total time of motion of a body in air is called a time of flight. It's whenever the body is projected vertically, so that's why its vertical component we have taken that initial velocity same as that is vertical velocity, that is u is equal to uy is equal to u sin theta, we know that. Then acceleration due to gravity, the body is projected vertically upward, so that's why that total value in upward journey, so that's why g is equal to upward journey minus g, that is upward journey, and the vertical displacement during its motion will be 0 in time of flight. Vertical displacement s is equal to 0 during its time of flight. This total are for the vertical, that is total are for the vertical values. So in vertical direction we are taking the values. So vertical displacement s is equal to 0 and time t is equal to time of flight. Time of flight. Here is also s is equal to 0. It is a vertical distance. It is a vertical displacement. The point reached to the same horizontal plane, so that's why the vertical displacement will be 0. So these total values are we are substituting in this. That is from substituting in a equation of motion. In equation of a motion, that is the relation between the displacement and time, that is equal to s is equal to ut plus half at square. This is the second equation of motion, so that's why we are substituting in this equation. Then we can get s is equal to the vertical displacement will be 0, that is a 0, that is a u is equal to, we know that u sin theta, and the time of flight will be t plus 1 by 2 into a is equal to, we know that minus g, and t square means capital T square, that is time of flight. Then here the values are 0 is equal to u sin theta into t minus half g t square. That minus half g t square taken to this side, then it becomes a g t square by 2 is equal to u sin theta. Gt square by 2, whenever the minus gt square taken to this side, it will become plus of gt square. Then from this equation we can write that here the t and one of the t's get cancelled. Then whenever the 2 taken to this side, then gt is equal to 2u sin theta. From this equation, time of flight t is equal to 2u sin theta by g. This is the equation for another parameter of a projectile, that is time of flight. Time of flight means the total motion of a body, the total time of motion, the total time of motion in air, the total time of motion in air of a body is called a time of flight. Whenever the body is projected vertically upwards, so that's why it's a vertical initial velocity, the vertical component will be uy is equal to u sin theta, and as well as acceleration due to gravity a is equal to minus g because of its upward motion, upward journey, and its vertical displacement s is equal to 0 because of the body is projected from the point and reach to the same point of horizontal. So that's why we can say that the vertical displacement is s is equal to 0 and time is equal to time of flight. Substituting these two values after the calculation, we can get t is equal to 2u sin theta by g. This is about another parameter of projectile motion, that is the time of flight. Next we are going to know this, the horizontal range. The another parameter of projectile is a horizontal range. So horizontal range. The horizontal range is nothing but simply we can say that the horizontal distance traveled by a particle during its total projectile motion. Means if the body is started from this point origin and during its motion there is a projectile motion and reach to some of the point at the horizontal ground. Means in the same of the horizontal strikes the ground. So the horizontal distance from the point of projection to the point where the projectile strikes, means started from this point and strikes the ground in the some of the same projectile point of projection in the direction of x-axis. So the total distance, the horizontal distance traveled by a, the horizontal distance from a point of projection to the point where the projectile strikes the ground is called a horizontal range. Here also we can say that as the horizontal distance moved by the particle in total time of flight. During its total time of flight, the horizontal distance moved by the particle is called also horizontal range. Here it is that horizontal range means we know there is nothing but it's a distance. So that's why is equal to velocity into time. This is the horizontal distance traveled by a particle. So that's why we are taking that horizontal velocity into total time of flight t. So we have the values for that. That is r is equal to ux means the horizontal velocity, that is u cos theta into time of flight. We have derived just now, that is t is equal to 2u sin theta by g, 2u sin theta by g. So multiplying both then we can get u square and 2 sin theta cos theta, 2 sin theta cos theta by g, that is equal to here u square 2 sin theta cos theta. This is the trigonometrical equation, that is sin 2 theta is equal to 2 sin theta cos theta be the equation, mathematical equation. So that's why from this equation we can get, that is u square sin 2 theta by g. This is the another expression for the parameters, that is the horizontal range. Parameters of projectile, that is a horizontal range, means once again when a body is horizontal distance traveled by a body from the point of projection to reach the point where the projectile hits the ground is called a horizontal range. Also we can say that the horizontal distance moved by the particle in the total time of flight is called a horizontal range. In that horizontal range is nothing but it's a distance. Distance is equal to, we know that, velocity into time. So that's why velocity is a horizontal velocity is a component is ux into t means total time of flight. So by substituting those values by the calculation we can get that r is equal to u square sin 2 theta by g. These are the parameters of a projectile we can say.